Hello,
All
hello.
right, all right, all right. Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. I can hear you before the starting soon screen goes down. I hear your breathing in the background.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I unmuted like 10 seconds before. We have a little time gap, like a little time lag, basically.
Mhm.
But yes, so Aris, hello, hello. Thanks for, as always, being the co-host of today's stream. We have a guest today, Julian from Rooty.fun. Um, uh, so. Um, uh, as always, you guys know, we do a little bit of a market talk. We list some tokens. We also had some issues last stream that we have already fixed, and we have already listed the tokens that we weren't able to list last stream. Plus, we're gonna buy a new token and list it today. And yeah, like I said, I already have like 4 tokens in my wallet that we're gonna add as new pools today. But before we do that, let's welcome our guest from Rooty.fun. And I would love if you would give us a little bit of a quick intro first, and then we'll dive into what you guys are cooking there.
Perfect. Thank you for having me. Super cool to be here. So my name is Julian, or I'm Ferry. In the space like for a decade, more or less. Currently, we are working on Rooty.fun, which is actually a feature or several features built on top of Pump Fun. And yeah, I work with the Pump Fund founders. I met them in Paris on a conference. Before they even worked on Pump Fund, we were working on some stuff which they did in the NFT space. And after that, also we worked together on the launches. Firstly, like giving feedback into how Pump Fund is going. And I was working on another project nearby, like in real world assets. But after they did like this incredible run within the last 2 years, we decided to build stuff on top because we know Pump Fund will have like a great future and it will go like they have like bigger goals in mind. And therefore, we are going for Rooty.fun. So this is mainly like a first intro. Should I go into the pitching or?
Maybe just give us a quick rundown from your side, like 2-3 minutes, like a quick elevator pitch without having any visuals, and then we'll dive in later into the pitch and the DevNet that you guys got live.
Yeah, so mainly what we are doing and what we see where the market currently is stuck is actually the issue of sniping and bundling on the one hand. And the other issue which we see is where Pump Fund doubled down is the live streaming. So they bring out the live streaming once, and there was an issue in regard of what kind of content was delivered through the streaming, and they took it down and doubled down on streaming. So they bring it back up and actually double down on the streaming side. The issue what we see is streaming makes for sure sense. Also, like the tokens bound to the streamer, but there is an issue that like token holders don't have the upside of a streamer currently. So this is what we want to fix, and our solution is mainly two-sided. So what we are doing is we give out whitelist spots for launches on Pump Fund. So before a token is launched, you actually can give out whitelist spots, onboard the community. If you're like a small Telegram group, or if you are a creator, you can onboard your community through whitelists. Also do like kind of good marketing, and then we give the streamers the option to mainly share the creator rewards with liquidity providers on PumpSwap, so that you actually can get the upside from the volume, because we think that the incentives currently are not aligned. So it seems like, Pump Fund makes money on volume, the creators or the devs makes money on volume, and actually the holders or the token buyers, they don't make the money on the volume. So we just want to align that. that creator fees can be shared with liquidity providers on PumpSwap, and actually you get like a meme coin farm where you are getting yields from the creator fees. And this is mainly the scope. So it's whitelisting and liquidity mining for meme coins.
Awesome, great. I mean, for how long are you building this right now?
So we are building this for 6 months, and we launched our V1, which is mainly like Printer. So what Printer did is like the staking for holders. But we actually think like staking for holders doesn't make too much sense, because you still can bundle like the coin, and then you as the biggest holder is getting most of the funds afterwards. And if you give liquidity, so LP token stakers actually the rewards, you have like a much bigger upside. So this is what we are doing now with our V2. So we are launching it currently. It's on DevNet. You can already test it, and we will go live like next week, or like within like 10 days. We will go live with that acceleration. So that's the V2 mainly.
Good, good. I mean, great. Like, so when's the big launch basically planned? Like, what's the timeline looking there, the roadmap?
Yeah, so mainly our token is already live, and what we are planning now is like to have an incentivized DevNet. So we have like a leaderboard. You can see a lot of leaderboards are popping up, like FOMO leaderboards and other like Shills leaderboards, for example. And also what you see on Pump Fun is that they have like a leaderboard for how many followers you have, and that you can do calls there. So we think like leaderboards are kind of important to integrate, and we want to use it, that we say, okay, if you are on a specific leaderboard, you will be getting like the whitelists for free. So you're already getting whitelisted by hunting these leaderboards. And this is what we want to test with the DevNet. And if we get enough traction for people who are going for the leaderboards, we will go into the mainnet as soon as possible.
Great, 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 great. So far, like, what's your biggest challenge when you just, look a little bit in the past and look into the future? What's the biggest challenge you're facing?
So what I'm seeing is like the environment at all. So currently it's really like the copy trading is a big issue. So I would say, even if what Pump Farm wants to do is also with the hackathon, where we are also part of, for example, they want to accelerate ICM. So ICM mainly is focused on utility projects for not just the launch on Pump Fund, but having mid-term, long-term perspectives. And the issue, what we currently see is that through the copy trading and through the fast buying and selling, these projects get an issue being viable mid to long term. As after the launch, it could be nice utility or whatever. If it's farmed, the people will just go to the next token which will launch. So I see the issue like mainly like it's the environment is like hopping from coin to coin, and I hope we will get back to working coins, to work for coins, and we try to incentivize like giving liquidity to the specific utility tokens, that you have like a long-term interest in back working for a specific coin.
Awesome. And I mean, you're making a good first step there, right? Because you're also like doing basically the back work and grunt work for your own token. You're building there for, some good time now. You got a good vision, and I hope, of course, and putting you a little bit on the spot there, but I think we're gonna see you listed on Vibe also fairly soon. So there's a lot of things that are on the horizon, and with that being said, one of those things we wanted to check on the horizon is the tokens that we wanted to list today. So going from like a little bit more of a way for tokens to maybe, like exist a little bit longer, where I think our vision really aligns, because Vibe supports that, right? We support the builders, the creators that have an idle stack of token supply laying around, and that just want to use it basically to get some yield going. And that's what Vibe is here for. So without further ado, let me instantly get to listings. So what you guys saw the last time, and that's why I haven't listed Goku yet, is that certain coins didn't work with the listing. We had a couple of issues there, which, happens if you're building in the open. We're very, very happy spotting those issues, because you guys also then see the instant fix. With Goku, like I said the last time, I'm just a big Dragon Ball fan. So, for me, that's one of my favorite tokens that we have. And with that being said, those guys gave us 5K of liquidity, basically, of supply, which basically means I'm going to start listing them right away. You guys can see the process. Oh, market already exists. Oh. Do we have someone that came before me? And yeah, probably somebody listed Goku, and the pool is not through yet. So we will add the liquidity to Goku, same as we will do for Stonks. But we got Fart Boy and cards here ready to list. So we're gonna start with Fart Boy. Big shout out to Nat here. Great guy who runs Fart Boy. Let's pick Solana, put in the address, as you guys always know, picks everything here. We'll continue. We'll set the buyback percentage to 10%, and of course, max 20x leverage. We copy our address here to the clipboard of the designated wallet address that we have just created for Fartboy. We will go to our wallet, type in the wallet address, quickly check it if everything is good. This looks very good. We'll send in the Fartboy. Perfect. We click on done, and we check with a quick refresh on the pools page. And we should see Fart Boy here somewhere. There it is. So you see it waiting here while we're waiting for Fart Boy to be live. We will take the stack of cards that we have here. We'll copy that address. Of course, we'll always check it out first.
And you guys can see how quick this is also happening for the listings. Like, you can imagine as a project, if you want to list, and instead of waiting weeks in these communications with like exchanges for an example, paying a huge amount of fees to get listed on exchange, you can just go yourself the moment that you launch and just put up the supply, and the market's live and people can start trading it. It can happen like 5 to 10 minutes after the token even like becomes a thing. So it's super fast.
Oh, market already exists. Somebody also probably created that market, and it's not live yet. So we got two markets that are not live yet, that we want to, of course, add liquidity to then. Let's see if we can find stonks where we can add liquidity to, because I want to show you guys how that works. So I picked out stonks. I will go to my wallet. I will grab the stonks that I have here, send it to the existing wallet address that I just got here, because it's already live. I'll send in the rest of the stonks I have. And with that being done, I click confirm deposit, and in a matter of 1 or 2 minutes, the liquidity is added. So with that being said, I think what we should do is, Julian, if you have your slide deck up, would be lovely Tiago, if you could switch over to Julian here real quick, please, so we can see the explanation that Julian gave us earlier with a little bit more, visual input. And I believe you also have some DevNet things to show us. So go ahead, Julian. Stage is yours. Please feel free to share what you got cooking there.
Okay, perfect. Can you see my slides?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm presenting to you Rooty Fun. Mainly, like, the idea is that we want to have like users that they earn money while watching Pump Fun streams, and we want to abstract like the liquidity layer that they could like click on subscribe, which you have on Twitch, and actually get the share out of the volume. So the current issue is mainly that streamers and communities have misaligned incentives. So the token, which is launched by the streamer who's getting money on volume, has an issue with the users or holders who are getting money on performance. And the other issue are currently snipers and bundlers. So our solution mainly is that the creator can launch a token, he can give out whitelist spots, so he will not get sniped before, he will not get bundled, he can give it out to his community and mainly run the pre-race like this. And then we give the option for the creator to share a percentage of his creator fees for a specific duration. We actually keep this open. For example, you can share 50% of your creator fees for like 1 day. For example, you say, okay, I'm streaming in real life streaming, I'm doing a challenge. Is it possible for me to enter like a specific, whatever you stream? So you can say like, okay, will I make it or not? And if I win or if I lose, I will share like a percentage for this specific stream for a day. Or otherwise, what we see on Pump Fun, that, for example, if streamers are going offline, that actually the token is dying. So you could say, okay, for the next 12 hours, I will not stream, but I will share 80% of the creator fees with liquidity providers. And therefore, you will have like the traction still, even you are not streaming. So we keep it open to see like how the market wants to adapt to that. And it's resulting in a farm. So you have like a meme coin farm where the yield is coming from the creator fees, and you stake your LP tokens and you're earning on that. So we also have a big partnership with one of the biggest European streaming agencies. So we have a lot of KOLs from Web 2, Web 3, who have like 300,000 followers, 500,000 followers, and we will roll out one by one streaming on Pump Fun and make Pump Fun like what also like the intention of the founders is to be the next Twitch or the next Kick. And mainly, we think that our feature will give them the possibility that viewers actually can make money by watching streams. And if you have somebody as a viewer who is interested in the content and is interested also in the person, and it's kind of that you have the same vibe, you get a possibility to build a sticky community also for small influencers to grow at this point. So how it looks, it's pretty easy. If you think about launching a Pump Fun coin, on top of that, we have like a step where you can just say how much of the creator fees you want to share with the liquidity liquidity providers. And you can use it for streamers, but actually you can just use it also for meme coins. You just say, okay, I'm not streaming, but actually I want to give back the creator fees to liquidity providers. It's pretty interesting because mainly if you provide, if you share the rewards with the liquidity providers will step in. You will have higher liquidity. This means less slippage for traders. This means more volume. This means more creator fees. This means more distribution of the rewards, which is kind of a flywheel. And this is how our farms look like. You have an APR. You can stake this there, and then you are farming the rewards. You can see how long specific farms are on, and yeah, mainly that's it. And our projection is you can see like mainly what Printer did. So Printer launched, they have been on the market 2 weeks, and they grabbed like 200 million in volume from Pump Fund. It was around 5 to 8% on the daily volume, and we want to achieve the same. And they didn't have the feature of the liquidity providing, so there was no benefit for the coin actually. You still could snipe the coin. You still have no higher liquidity for the coin. So it was like very well marketed, which happened within 2 weeks. They made 200 million in volume. So this is more or less our scope that we see. Okay, there is an interest in something like that, but our features are many more profitable or beneficial also for the creators. For our token, it's mainly that we launch with our agency, we launch different creators, and all of them can mainly do the different shares. And what we do is based on how much the creator is sharing, let's say 50%, then we take a 5% up what the creator is sharing with his community. And on our side, we distribute it also through liquidity mining for our coin. So if you provide liquidity for Rooty, then you get mainly the platform upside of the revenue from the creator cash flow. And this is how we go to the market. And mainly our goal is to get like the first 1,000 streamers who are revenue sharing on Pump Fund.
Very nice. And like, what's your go-to to get those streamers? I mean, everybody loves extra money, right? So let's keep that aside, like the extra revenue that they can make. But what's the big thingy, right? The ace up your sleeve. Like, how do you get them?
Yeah, so mainly for the interest is that we have like a partnership with one of the biggest European streamer agencies, which wants to experiment. So we have like a lot of influencers which are already big in streaming in Europe, and they will launch on Pump Fund through us and use the system for the revenue sharing. So this is our go-to-market strategy that we say, okay, we launch with the big influencers, 500,000 followers, 600,000 followers on different social media accounts. And from there, I think that the streaming industry, which is already on Pump Fund, has to adapt. Because why should I support the streamer who's not sharing his creator rewards? So there will be like kind of a pressure into the streaming of Pump Fund to say, okay, I'm actually giving out 20% of my creator fees. The next one will go for 30. The next one will go for 40, 50, 60. And then you're adapting and having the people on board it. And on the other hand, what I'm thinking is like that the white lists give the edge that you actually do not support these snipers, copy trading bundlers, because everybody's used currently, okay, I want to trade new launches and they are topping at 50K market cap, and you get like, I'm just stuck there. And we think that through the whitelisting, you can get these people out, getting again communities into backworking, that you say, okay, we are a cool community, we are on the Telegram, just post your address, we launch a coin together, and then we just skipping these bundles because they will not go in later. They just buy the first minute, and then we can get communities strong.
It makes sense. And also for existing communities, right? If I'm like a big content creator and I want to launch a token, usually that token dies a couple of days later because it's bundled and, you know, everybody gets out and like the token dumps 90%. With this mechanism, actually, I can take care of all my community members first, right? So it's a very good and interesting concept that you guys built out there. So with that being said, give us a quick 2-3 minute demo, please, of the DevNet. And then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put you on the spot again. We probably make this a format where you have to tell me a token on Dex Screener that we're buying with 1 or 2 Sol, and that we're gonna list instantly on Vibe then. So with that
Great.
being said, if you wouldn't mind, give us a quick demo of DevNet, and then we'll go over to Dex Screener, buy some tokens, and then Aris wants to also, get a couple of trades in, share a little bit more of the Vibe platform, and then we're gonna end the stream already because it's Sunday and nobody wants to watch super long streams, right? So we're gonna keep it sweet and short today. But please,
Okay.
Julian, go ahead.
Yeah. So many. If you see the screen, can you see it?
Yes, we can see the Rooty.fun. Yes, we can see it. Perfect.
Yeah. So what we have is mainly you have the farms. So this is tokens which are launched already, where creator fees are shared. So you have like how long they are shared, how many stakers are there, and you can stake your LP yourself. And then you have upcoming launches. I think this is kind of interesting. So you can apply for whitelists before the token launch actually on Pump Fund. So to give you an idea, I will go and try to create a token. We just did an update 1 hour ago, but mainly it should work. So there are 3 different modes. You can just say, okay, I want to instant launch a coin with the creator fee sharing. So there's no whitelist involved. I'm launching, but I'm sharing like 50% with my creator fees for the farm. So you can do that. And the other way is that you have a scheduled 15-minute launch, because as I know, like I'm also in the trenches, and people don't want to commit like for a long time. If we're raising like within a week or something, it's like too long time. So it's like 15 minutes until the launch is going on. Within the 15 minutes, the creator can give out the white lists or give it out before, and people can apply for that. And the other one is like for projects, it's more for ICM. So you say, okay, I want to launch in 2 weeks. I want to do marketing. I want to give whitelists out. And therefore, you can schedule a launch for a longer time frame. We will go just like for 15 minutes. So you go like mainly what we are doing is the same like Pump Fund. You're giving out the token name, token address, description will be now skipped. So let's see if I have like a picture which you can do. Okay, let's take this one. Just I have it here. Okay. So you can add socials. We will skip that too. And then you can say, okay, how much you want to share with the liquidity providers. For example, 50% for the first month when I'm just launching out. And then you have like the 15 minutes launch, and you can add the whitelist. So maybe what we do is you can add how many whitelist spots you want. And you can also easily, if you don't have a community, you can add our leaderboard, for example, that these people on the leaderboard who are hustling through it, who are good liquidity providers, are already whitelisted. So this is also what is interesting for our DevNet. If you participate in the DevNet and you are in the leaderboard, you will be whitelisted for all launches which will be popping up on Rooty.fun. And we will add over time other leaderboards, like for example, FOMO leaderboards and others who have to be listed here. So let me go into the launch. I hope it will work out, because I didn't test it with the update yet, but it should happen.
Well, hey, and if not, we're used to having things not really working as advertised here, because everyone's building, and we're both early here when it comes to Vibe and Rooty, right? So that's why we show things in the open, right? That's the cool part, is you can always like claim accountability when everything went super well, right? And then you will never be short of people, or finding people raising their hand when it comes to the good part. But when you stream and you have like a live bug and people see that, then it's very, very cool to show them next time. Oops, hey, we fixed it. It worked again, right? The tokens are listed. So don't worry about things if they don't work or not.
So it worked out. So many now I have launched a token. We can go to go to the creator page. So I can now add addresses here, for example. I can also import from the leaderboard. I can see like which addresses deposited money yet, who are whitelisted or not. And mainly you have it now here in the upcoming launches. So as a user, you actually can go to the upcoming launches now. You see that there's a launch coming, like the Vibe coin is coming. You can here it's now deposit. I would have to change the account. You can now apply here for to be added into this whitelist. And maybe this is the fast mode, so it's 15 minutes. So the leaderboard is already added. The creator can add people too. I can go to the leaderboard and add people there mainly who are already like good, for example, LPs who are LPing for a long time or have a high TVL or are super profitable. You can add them. You can also see like who are which pools are the most profitable mainly. And actually, we want to capture the traffic from PubFun here because everybody on PubFun is looking, okay, what launched yet? So they have all the traffic. But if you get to the point that you are pre-launch, all the snipers and bundlers are in the first minute. But now let's go further. Let's go pre-launch. So you actually, the idea is that users will back work to get on the whitelist to apply here and go into the launch and then also rise through a higher market cap. Meaning I can deposit here some SOL, and then I will have like a position. What we did, because it's I think that's kind of interesting. You have like the 85 to 100 SOL bonding curve on the market, and if a raise is going higher, let's say like 1,000 SOL, for example, then you will get the funds pro rata. Okay, so this means based on how much how much I paid for the total raise, I get the percentage of the supply. And this is like 85 to 100 SOL where you buy the bonding curve. And everything above it, like the 900 SOL in a 1,000 SOL raise, will go into liquidity mining incentives. So if you go to the farms, then you can see it should be here first. Upcoming launches. Okay, it's not that updated. Mainly, you can see like how much the bonding curve was rising, and then how much oversupply or over too much money was raised, and this money will go into the farms as incentive for liquidity providers. So you actually have the token in the ICO or pre-raise, and then you can stake it and then get mainly the rewards from the incentive which was launched above. And everybody else who want to participate as liquidity provider have to buy coins from the market. So you have actually a good buying pressure directly from starting. And mainly another feature what we have, so the 15-minute launch, 10 minutes are over and the whitelist spots are not filled and not paid. You actually can claim a whitelist spot. So you pay a little fee, and within the last 5 minutes, you can jump onto the race because you say, okay, that's a nice product, that's a nice meme. Whitelist spots are not filled out. I just want to claim one, and then you are also part of the launch. So we have like this short version for fast launches. And for example, here's like a longer launch, which will go into like in 2 days that you have for projects, for example, who want to also work through the whitelisting with the marketing. And after that, you have like the farm, and you can like stake your LP. You have like a complete dashboard LPing. So you can buy the token through us. You can add the liquidity. You can remove it. You can stake it, and maybe you can also claim your rewards. And you're literally seeing everything like in your farms as an overview. There should be some farms. That's like the last feature. So you can see where you're currently positioned, how much money you made while providing liquidity, and then you can claim your rewards, unstake your LP position, and then maybe that's it.
Awesome. I mean, thanks for the quick demo. Longer than intended, of course, but you never
Sorry.
stop a creative when he's in the process. No, of course, I'm just joking. All good. With that being said, Thiago, if you would be so kind, quickly switch to my screen. Like I said, we're going to put you on the spot now, Julian. We're going to buy a token for 2 Sol that you can then tell me after Thiago switched to my screen. Once that has happened. Oh, and by the way, guys, just so you know, Fartboy is already live. I just listed that. It's already live. You guys can start trading, basically. With that being said, Julian, what are we buying?
Okay, so I have like a favorite, to be honest, because it's merging some stuff which we are working on, and where I see like really the future also in the meme coins. It's called HTTPS. It's have to take profits. It's little dog meme where you say,
Have to take
okay,
profit, sir.
yes, have to take profits, sir. So maybe that you round trip your meme coin, you know, you run it up and always you go down to your initials, but it's fine to take some profits if you're into a meme coin. And on the other hand, this guy who works on it, it's a CTO project. He was streaming for like 6 months completely, and didn't get the attention he should get, and currently it's picking up again, and I like it a lot because it's not like a news-based meme, it's like a Web3 trench-based meme where you just have to apologize also to take, you had to take profits. So
Yeah, I
maybe
get what you're saying.
for me, I think it's the guy, and it's the right coin. It's like something from the trenches and nothing.
All right, then we'll support the builders, but we equally, of course, support the trenches. That is for sure. So you sold me. You sold me.
Perfect.
You sold me on this. Let me grab 2 Sol of this and instantly just list it on Vibe, I guess. That makes most sense, right?
Perfect. Nice. I will just let him know. So I'm also like in the trenches there. So I will just share with him.
Yeah, let them know if they want to join. We'll send you the links afterwards. I know Thiago is hearing this, so he can prep some codes, and he can prep a couple of links and like an explanation how to basically sign up to Vibe, and then you can share it with the group if you would be so kind, of course.
Of course, perfect.
Wonderful. Good. I bought them. Let's go to Vibe. Let's create a new pool. Let's list the token. Oh, market already exists. Who is stealing my pools when I want to list something?
Like
this is unfair, guys.
All the
like,
markets are.
Why are they doing this to me? This is not fun, guys. Like, come on, you can't do this. Like, I mean, next time I'm not going to tell you what we're listing anymore. Like, what the fuck? Now I have to wait. Oh my god. People. Okay, well, I mean, we bought it now, and we're gonna then, of course, add liquidity to the existing pool. Should be live then in the next coming minutes. I don't know how quick things are going currently. Like, there might be some new pools coming up. There's a little bit of a waiting going on. But yeah, we're gonna add that for sure. And Aris, you can maybe make a quick marker that the pool was already created, so we don't forget adding liquidity after the stream then, of course. But yeah, with that being said, Thiago, if you would be so kind, switching over to Aris's screen. Aris would like to show some things on Vibe, maybe place a couple of trades, and then we can already go to the end part of the stream today.
Just a sec here. I'm getting us. There we go. There we go. We got it. Awesome, guys.
Thanks.
Well,
awesome.
you guys have already seen Vibe from before, from what Timo's showing. You have the classic kind of trading terminal here. And then you also have the pools where you can see all the different tokens that are live, the liquidity and stuff to trade them. So we can grab some, we can do some trading actually while we're here and look through some of the stuff we have. Yeah, let's go through this, make some trades. So actually, I'm going to go back to the, I'll go back to the Vibe caps here. And just take a look through here. This is the, I'm not sure if you saw the neat, what they've been doing on X Timo, but they've been popping up quite regularly for me. And they're doing very well in terms of like the organic content, which is actually getting out there. That's a pretty insane chart.
Oh yeah.
Wait a second.
That
That
is.
said,
I mean, it's a sexy chart, to be honest.
it is. It scares me with leverage though on a chart like this because we're not at the very top or at like a very nice level. I think if I was going to see here. You know, I'd love to long it, but I would want to have drawdown space for like this area, which for leverage is very high. That's the thing, is it's a super volatile chart.
Yeah.
I would honestly I might be willing to short this actually.
Yeah, I mean, it's in no man's land currently.
Down a little bit, like down to the maybe the 23 mark.
Yeah.
We'll do 10x. I don't. What would you do here?
I mean, to be honest, like I'm cool with shorting that. Like it's currently in no man's land. Like if it doesn't break here, like it just try to shoot. Like, you know, it got capped there basically when it was about to go. So like I can see it go down here. Like I would open a short there. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Down to what level though? Maybe like down.
I mean, what's the
Okay, there's not a good.
That's not a good, like, can we go in the 5-minute chart maybe, or the 1 minute?
I mean, I'm not going to be actively monitoring it, but maybe something down to this level, like 24.
Would have said, yeah, 24. Yeah, 23, 24 is good.
It's all right. I mean,
yeah.
Just assuming that we don't really hit new all-time highs. Well, even if we do hit all-time highs, there's a bit of a buffer there. And then I would just need to add some let's see. And we'll do I'm trying to show responsible trading here as well, not with 20x leverage and
well, I mean, you know, sometimes if the degen wants to come out, you can't always like keep him in the cage, right? You know how it is with tigers and stuff. So you know, don't cage the degen. If you want to go nuts, then just do it.
We're facing some issues here.
Oh, let's try. Check the slippage and let's try again.
Yeah, I'll keep it back at 10. I'll do like 1.5. Maybe there's some. Oh yeah, probably 1.5 because there's only.
Yeah, there should be a warning, and then if you see the warning, just like make it a little bit higher, right? Because of the volatility.
There we go. So I just need to put our markup for liquidation a bit.
Yeah. See, guys, what he's doing here, he's adding margin to one position. So
So
that's basically is like what he's cool with losing.
I think it was here or something. Yeah, and then yeah, something around that for our take profit, take loss. Awesome. All right, let's see what else we. Let's try
Julian,
to get some.
what are you? What are you? Are you a big trader?
Yeah, I'm looking a lot of into charts, but I'm like not a big trader, to be honest.
Okay, so what's like? I mean, you are you aren't on Vibe currently, or not yet. You're just setting it up, of course, because you're not home. So, but what's like a couple of memes that are like interesting to you, or a couple of tokens? Maybe we got them listed, and we can like place a
Yeah,
little bet
so
here.
currently what I'm seeing is like that the old school bangers are going pretty well. So if you saw like Troll, so many like the dinosaurs are picking up because there's so much issues in the small trenches that you say, okay, I will just play the big guys. I think Need, I'm actually pretty bullish on Need because it's also like a Web3.
We just shorted that.
Yeah. Good luck with this one. So
Yeah.
I think it's pretty bullish. I think it's also giving a lot of these vibes of the unemployment within the Web3 space. So I wouldn't position myself against it. So I see the bigger ones currently playing out pretty well instead of the smaller news launches. So like you see Troll, for example, or Wojak, but seems like to be super interesting. Troll also is holding the IP, so I'm seeing the potential that they will have like a bigger comeback.
Interesting. I thought we had the. I guess we couldn't list those yet, right, Timo?
Yeah.
The bull, because we listed the bull quite a while ago.
Yeah, we listed bull quite a while ago. Yeah, true.
Let's see what they're at now.
Should be there.
Yeah, I think like Troll
Yeah.
did like 3x within the last 10 days or something. So it seems there's some attention.
Let's see if we, because this is a much lower cap than Need, so.
Yeah. And it's also like in a weird position here right now. Like if market just like if BTC decides to take a nosedive again, like all those tokens are taking a nosedive as well. So like and every one of them is not projecting hyper strength here. Like to be honest, yes,
I mean,
we went up since like beginning of May on bull, but this is all also aggressive bull posting by people, right? This is people trying to get an early entry to something that could run again, and it's not projecting this. Like it's like this little staircase movement there with like big green and red candles in between. So it's highly volatile, and like I don't know if it has the strength to just push through here. I think it looks like it goes sideways and down, to be honest. Well, that said, right, if BTC just gets a big fat spike, then like everything follows. So
also true. I don't know. There's a lot of like, it tests the upper side. I feel like there could be 150% on another jump up before we go down. But I do agree that it's starting to kind of slow down.
Yeah. Like at the moment, like the real movement has slowed a little. Yeah.
The only thing I'm worried about, because there's been no spikes to the downside on the staircase up, but there has been to the upside. So I'm scared if I do open a short, that will have like another little jump up before it goes up. So let's see.
I'm also like kind of like the sentiment in the trenches is like bad. Like for the last 2-3 months, everybody's like complaining, and then where's the airdrop on Pump Fun, and all the bundling and whatever. But actually, like, if we're testing like the highs, I'm pretty bullish on that, because you see like CT is complaining, and on the other hand, the prices are testing like the highs. So I think if you have like a major event, something like, I don't know, that you have like a new fat chef, and there's some bullish news that you get like a god candle, and then everybody's in again. So I'm looking currently in the short term. I'm looking for the upside, to be honest. Not sure how long it will hold, but at this stage, I'm pretty bullish.
Oh, okay. We got somebody bullish, while both of you and me are like, this is I guess then it's a good bet if we're short and he's long. So let's place one more bet here, and then we'll end the stream for today. And we all have our well-deserved couch time and order some food, right?
Yeah, totally. I'm feeling I am feeling a bit short on this, actually. I do have to agree with you that, I don't know, it's starting to kind of smooth out here, but I am worried there's going to be another little, so maybe we'll go like for 0.9. There's not really good risk reward ratio on this, but
yeah, if you leave a little wiggle room, I guess, to the top, then like you should be good.
Something like that, so I can stick enough margin behind it.
Yeah.
Dump it. Oh, we couldn't dump it.
We couldn't.
No.
Got slippage. Are you guys? If you're edging on the slippage thing, like, just add a tiny little sliver more, because the market always moves and it's super volatile. So like in a matter of a second or two, you could have a different slippage again. So just give it a little bit more of wiggle room.
Yeah, I think
I know everybody does that. So
yeah, there's this thing though where the something to mark down this part. It loads until you refresh it. So we'll refresh it and it'll be in. It still means the position was placed. It was just a bit slow for it. I think we'll just throw all the margin behind it.
Yeah, we'll throw some margin in there. Yeah.
It doesn't even hit the stop loss side plan, but that's fine.
Oh, that's good though.
There's
enough wiggle room to the top now. Like, this is enough, actually. With the margin you added.
Up 8.6 now. I will say that it is.
Yeah, this is like top
strong here at this.
But level. It doesn't break over this, right? Like, it rejects there. So, like, yeah.
We could see a little. Oh no, I can't use the. But if this is kind of like a little compression wedge here, then if anything, I think it would just be a better entry though. Like, it goes up to 7, and then it kind of fails, and then you would just get a better entry for there. That's fine.
Yep. Same.
Yeah, I think it's very clearly. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yes,
we'll make an update on the positions that we opened when. I totally forgot to leave our.
Yes, and we're also going to have a lot of tweets going out with the new listings that we did and all the listings that are available. We are probably over 100 by tomorrow. So very, very good closed beta already. And people are, trading, which is wonderful, which helps us shape Vibe even more. But yes, so we've spent an hour with you now, nearly here. To all the viewers, thank you for coming in today it was a pleasure as always. We're just trying out different times, different days when it comes to streaming. There will be a much more clearer schedule, of course, in the coming or the foreseeable future. Thanks to our guest Julian here from Rooty.fun. Thanks to Aris, my co-host. And yeah, you all have a wonderful rest of your day, morning, evening, wherever you are in the world. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And we'll see you, I think, Aris, are we streaming tomorrow? We should, right? So we'll probably see you tomorrow, guys. There might be still a chance that we're not streaming tomorrow. But hopefully, we'll see you tomorrow, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. And yeah, like I said, have a good rest of your Sunday. Cheers, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Cheers, guys.